Let's cross to London, where I'm joined by Sky News contributor and News Corp Australian European correspondent Sophie Elsworth. Sophie, I want to talk to you about a really interesting story out of France. A Paris court has convicted 10 people of cyberbullying for spreading false and defamatory claims that France's First Lady Brigitte Macron was transgender and a pedophile. Now, the court agreed that these claims were causing serious harm to Brigitte Macron's physical and mental health. Tell us about the case and what's the reaction to this been like?
Well, that's right, James. This has been an issue that the First Lady in France has not been able to shake, and one that there's been a lot of these conspiracy theories flying around online. So there were, that was in the court case yesterday, and these people have been charged and convicted. Only one will go to jail, however. But this has been a real problem for the First Lady because these conspiracy theories have run wild online and they have not been able to quash them. So this is the first part of this case because, as we know, there is also a defamation case which the First Lady has taken out against US podcaster Candace Owens, who has claimed some of the same things.
And as I understand it, the Macrons have said they will present scientific evidence at that defamation case with Candace Owens, which is intriguing. I guess most people, upon hearing this Paris court decision, will be wondering, is Owens in big trouble now?
Well, we have to wait and see, of course, James, because there's a court trial happening. But yes, that is what you would expect. And we don't have a date set for this yet, but it will be very interesting to watch. Now, James, just behind me here, you can see a lot of cabinet ministers arriving here. There's a cabinet meeting here at Downing Street this morning. So there's plenty of action here behind me. It's -5 degrees, but it's all unfolding. We just had the Deputy Prime Minister arriving. So that's why you're seeing a lot of action here at Downing Street.
Well, you're always on the scene, Sophie. We know that about you. So let's talk about UK politics. The migrant crisis does not appear to be easing. The first small boat of 2026 reached the UK, was it yesterday, despite freezing conditions, underscoring the fact that channel crossings continue despite the Keir Starmer government's promises to address the issue. What does Labor have to do to stop these boat arrivals, if indeed they're really motivated to stop them at all?
Well, James, it's been a shocking start because, as you just said, and I've mentioned, it is freezing here in the UK. It's bitterly cold, but that is not deterring these illegal migrants from crossing the channel. And we've seen more sail in. Now, last year, the figures of the overall illegal migrants arriving in via the channel was 41,427. Now, that is the second highest year on record, and the amount of illegal migrants arriving per boat is at its highest. It was 62 people per boat. They have tried everything here to stop this, but it's such a small passage of water that these illegal migrants are able to cross and get in here, be put up in migrant hotels, and many reports here are saying, being given money, looked after, and being able to stay here until their cases are heard in court. So this is an absolute debacle for the Starmer government. And he's come out just in the last couple of days saying he will be leader up until the next general election in 2029. But, James, there is no doubt there's immense pressure on him to stop this problem. And if it's happening now when it's cold, goodness knows what's happening. When the weather warms up, there'll be more illegal migrants crossing.
I'm struck by the irony, Sophie, that you've got what's happening in Venezuela, right? And people are saying Trump should respect, national sovereignty and borders. And then at the same time, you've got the Europeans who don't seem to respect their own national sovereignty or borders. It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Well, James, this is why Reform UK is winning every poll hands down here, because we know that the Reform leader, Nigel Farage, has said, if you come here illegally and I'm the Prime Minister, I will toss you out. And there's definitely a feeling among the British public that the government is being too soft on allowing these illegal migrants to arrive here firstly and to stay here. So this is going to be a problem that continues in 2026, and one that I don't think the Starmer government will be able to shake.
Sophie, we've got to go, but just before I do, did you say at the beginning of this chat that it's -5 degrees where you are? Because I've got to hand it to you. You are very composed if that's the temperature that you're conducting this interview in. Well done to you.
It is, James. I've got thermals on. I've got gloves on. It is bitterly cold, but you've got to do it, and the viewers love to see it. So nothing will stop me from being out here today.
You are an absolute legend, Sophie. Thanks for your time tonight.